we have a super cool recipe. We are going to make magical rainbow brownies. Wow, don't those look awesome? The first thing you need to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And don't forget, TT wants you to be extra safe, so always make sure you have a grown-up there with you to help out. Let's go over the ingredients we need today. You will need sugar, white chocolate chips, butter, eggs, vanilla extract, salt, food coloring in a variety of colors, and flour. The first thing you need to do is take your white chocolate chips and your butter. You need 1 1/3 cups of white chocolate chips and 1 cup of butter, which is the same as 2 sticks. Put them in a bowl. Make sure your bowl is microwave safe because we are going to be heating these up and melting them together. Now take your bowl and head to the microwave. You want to cook these until they're all nice and melted and liquidy. But to do that, you want to make sure you only heat it for 15 to 20 seconds at a time, stirring after each time. And keep doing that until they're fully melted. Ooh, look, it's all nice and melted. Now we're just gonna pour it into this big bowl right here. You can really smell the white chocolate chips. Next up, to this we're gonna add 1 1/2 cups of sugar. We're also going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And now we're gonna take a spoon and give it a stir. Looks good. Next up, we're going to add 2 large eggs. And give it another stir. Mix it until the eggs have blended into the rest of the batter. All right, we want to add 2 1/4 cups of flour into this bowl right here. And now we want to mix it until the flour disappears into the rest of the batter. This is coming together very nicely. This looks fantastic! I'm going to clear off some of my workspace because the next step is to put our food coloring. And that's how we get those magical rainbow colors. And now I've set out 5 different bowls here because I'm going to do 5 different colors of food coloring. Take your batter and divide it equally between the number of bowls that you have. This batter is really thick. I have a feeling it's going to make some delicious brownies. There, that looks about equal. Now let's get our colors. My rainbow is going to be pink, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Take your food coloring and add just a few drops to each bowl. You can always add more color later if you need it. Now stir it up until the food coloring is completely blended into the batter. I think I'm gonna add a couple more drops of food coloring. Now I'll give it a good mix. I'll get another spoon. This pink looks terrific. Now repeat the same process for all the rest of the colors. Next up, I'll make this blue. This is such a fun, bright color. Yep, I'm really happy with this one. Let's move on to the next. This color reminds me of sunshine. That looks all right to me. Let's move on to the green. This is such a nice, vibrant green. I love it. I think it needs a few more drops. All right, last one. Let's do the purple. I'm gonna add some more food coloring because we want a nice bright purple today. Yep, this is looking pretty good. Oh, wow! Look at all these bright colors we have. They're so bright, they really pop. Well, the next step is to move the batter into these piping bags. All right, let's fill up our piping bags with our colorful batter. If you don't have piping bags, you can use a regular zip top bag and cut off a corner. That works just as well. On to the next. All right, we've got our piping bags here all filled up. The next thing we're going to do is take our brownie pan right here. This is an 11 by 7 brownie pan. You could also use a 9-inch square brownie pan if you have one of those. And line it with parchment paper. That will make it easy for the brownies to come out of the pan. Take each piping bag and cut the tip off. Now, squeeze your batter into the bottom of the piping bag. It's time to pipe our batter into the pan. Take one bag at a time and squeeze it into random squiggles. Now, don't squeeze the entire bag out at once. We want to build up layers of squiggles and layers of color here to make sure our rainbow effect is spread equally throughout the entire pan of brownies. Squeeze your batter out into lots of random squiggles, overlapping each other. Just have fun with it. Switch colors frequently to make sure you get an even distribution of color throughout. As you build up your layers, be sure to fill in all the little empty bits in the pan. This will ensure that your brownies spread out nice and flat and even. Just keep going until you don't have any batter left in your piping bags. Just one more to go here. And we're done. Wow, doesn't this look so cool? These don't even look like brownies. They look like weird rainbow noodles right now. Well, I think it's time to put these in the oven. Let's put these in the oven for 40 to 50 minutes at 350 degrees. Don't worry about these weird noodle shapes right now. Everything will even out in the oven. Time to take our magical rainbow brownies out of the oven. Smells yummy. I'm gonna put them on this cooling rack. Look at all those fun colors. I'm gonna take this toothpick and stick it into the middle. If it comes out clean, then our brownies are done. Yep, looks like they're all done. So I'm gonna leave the pan on this cooling rack to let it cool completely. I'll leave the brownies in the pan. And once it's cool, then we get to cut them and decorate. Our brownies are nice and cool, so it's time to take them out of the pan and decorate. I'll carefully lift them out of the pan. This is where the parchment paper really comes in handy. All right, now let's cut them. I'm gonna make nice big squares today. Now I'm gonna move them onto this tray with a spatula. I love how you can see the layers of rainbow colors on the sides of the brownie too, not just the top. Last one. Yep, these look great. Oh wow, These look so cool so far, but we still have to decorate. So here I have 2/3 cup white chocolate chips that I melted in the microwave. Look how smooth and creamy that is. So now I'm going to put this into a piping bag to pipe little squiggles on top. Ooh, here we go. I'm gonna pipe horizontal squiggles on this one. And I think diagonal squiggles on this one. Don't be afraid to switch it up. You really don't even have to pipe squiggles. You can pipe any design that you want. Ooh, how about a swirl? Yeah, that looks pretty neat. I'll do another one. And now for the finishing touch, sprinkles! Ooh, there they go. I think I'm getting about half of the sprinkles on my brownies and the other half bouncing on the countertop and the floor. And just a few more sprinkles over the top. These look amazing! I'm so excited to try it. I wonder if they taste as good as they look. Let's find out. I'm gonna go for this one right here. Ooh, look at that. The top looks so cool, but the insides, you can see all the layers of the colored batter that we did. Here we go. That's extra good. You can really taste the white chocolate. It's such a nice flavor. And the inside is so chewy. It's like the perfect brownie, but without the chocolate flavor, just white chocolate. That's yummy. The sprinkles on top give it a little crunchiness. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. See you again soon. And happy creating!